Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Leisha Gogan if you are new, and if you're not new then hello. Welcome back to another weekly vlog. Well, honestly, we're just gonna be doing skincare and doing a get ready chit chat again because that's the season of life that I am in when it comes to videos. But I really wanted to talk about some of the things that I'm gonna be doing to prepare and have a really healthy, balanced summer. Personally, for me, I really want this summer to be good. I want it to be balanced and healthy and happy and exciting. But overall, I really am trying to stress to my own self, and I'm sure that that's the message that's gonna come out today. But I really just want to continue week after week enjoying the process and not rushing to the finish line, rushing to hit goals, and just taking my time with things, whether it is working towards a goal or simply just relishing in the season of life. It is spring and then we're moving into summer. Like, this is the best time to be alive. So anyways, we're just gonna chat. I'm gonna talk about a few things. I'm gonna do my skincare really quickly, and then we're gonna do a get ready with me. I'm actually gonna get ready today to film my podcast episode because I am in the filming mood. And when you are in the mood to do something, hit the ground running and do it because you have the most energy and you probably can get a lot done in a day. Now, before I get into my skincare, let's hear a quick word from our sponsor of today's video. Thank you, Away, for sponsoring today's video. Designed by travelers for travelers, Away is the original travel lifestyle brand committed to making travel more seamless since 2016. Away carries all different types of luggage, to suitcases, to carry-ons, to mini crossbody bags. So not only did I receive the bagger carry-on in cloud gray, I also received the mini crossbody in cloud gray, and guys, I am obsessed. This is perfect for me right now in my season of life. Firstly, the cloud gray is to die for. I love this color. It's gonna go with everything. The strap can actually come off as well, and you can use this to also pack within your luggage. Now, of course, I'm going to use this every time I travel, but of course, I'm gonna be using this for my hot girl walks. Anytime I'm out with Theo, I can put in my phone, I can put in my wallet, I can put in change in here. I can literally put everything that I need, and it is compact. And I love the hard shell case so that nothing gets squish. Now, I'm also obsessed with the carry-on. It has smooth gliding premium 360-degree spinner wheels, which gives you such an easy ride when you're at the airport trying to move all of your luggage. This carry-on also comes with a TSA approved combination lock along with ergonomic reverse coil zippers that easily pull, swivel, and rotate. It also has a water-resistant polyester laundry bag that keeps your dirty clothes separate on your journey home, and so many other beautiful features. So if you're looking for some new travel luggage, or even just those small crossbody bags, this could even, like I said, be good for your hot girl walks. Then you can either scan the barcode, which will be on the screen, or you can just click the link in my description box, and that will give you 10% off your first order with Away. And like I said, they have a range of different colors. They also have soft luggage as well, so if you don't want the hard case, there's so many options. It's so sleek. It's giving luxury. I can't wait to use this on my next trip, but you'll definitely be seeing this crossbody bag with me at all times, girl. Thank you so much again, Away, for sponsoring today's video, and let's get back into the video. Okay, so I just cleansed my face with this jelly cleanser by Drunk Elephant, and then I'm gonna go in with my Innisfree vitamin C toner pads. I love these. It feels like a sheet mask every single time I put this on my face. So the other day I was at my man's house. Hi, yes, my man. I was at his house and we were talking about summer and what we're most excited for this summer. And I was really reflecting and thinking, I'm partly most excited about summer because I have a few goals that I have set for myself. And I was just thinking, like, you know, 2024, I didn't have too many goals I was working towards, mainly because I accomplished a lot. Like, I published my book, my podcast is still thriving, but like, you know, I was hitting goals with my podcast, even my vlog channel. Like, you know, I kind of made my way with the career that I have now. So I was kind of like chilling a little bit, which is totally fine. You don't always need to be working towards something. Like, I really do think that you can chill sometimes. And then at the end of the year, of course, I lost my mom. So the past few months have really been, you know, healing. Like, I haven't even really thought too much about goals. I mean, maybe I had a few in mind, but I wasn't really touching them. But now I'm in a better place for sure, mentally, physically, emotionally, that, you know, I have the capacity to work on a few things. So I'm bringing this up because I think, you know, to look forward to something is to have something in mind and have some sort of goal, whether it is like anything to do with like work, money, school, whatever your profession, things like that. But it could even just be an experience, right? Like let's say you're looking forward to a concert or a festival or a trip this summer. You're gonna be excited. You're gonna wanna maybe work towards that. And like I said, it's been a little bit since I've had a few goals. So I actually just sat down and wrote a few things that I would love to work towards. And another thing that I think is important is to try to kind of be a little detached from these things. Like these goals don't need to be an end all be all. Like if you don't hit them during summer or things take longer than expected, it's fine, because you don't want to ruin your summer by hyper focusing so much and holding on to this one goal, right? Like you really want to trust the process and let it unfold the way that it needs to. I'm all about that right now, but also in my life I've just learned that that is just how life is. You don't want to hold on too tight to something anyways, and you really take yourself out of the present moment and out of the process when you're so attached to that goal. So it's definitely a balance, but for me, I have a few things. One of my actual goals is to really fall in love with the process, which means enjoying rest and enjoying play and enjoying hitting my goals week after week. But another thing for myself is I really want to start my journal line. I've talked a lot about this on my podcast, which if you're new, I do have a podcast. It's on a second channel, or you can listen to it on Spotify, Apple, wherever you listen to your podcast, called the Glow Up Secrets Podcast. And I really want to come out with my own journal line, which is a bigger project than just like dropping something very quickly, because I want it to be aligned. I want it to be intentional. I want to put a lot of time and effort into it, the same way that I did with my book. I want it to be good quality, things like that. And I want this line to expand to other things as well, but it's gonna take some time, but I am so here for things taking time. And I think this is maybe just like a reminder that not everything needs to be rushed. Not everything needs to be hit right now. Like some things are best achieved when you take that time and you slowly work towards something and you build up those small wins and you work on things week after week and you're enjoying the process and you're releasing attachments to things. Like I think that some of the most beautiful things can come out of that, even when it comes to relationships. Like, listen, you know what? We're not even gonna go there because it's not about relationships today. Quickly going in with some Vichy vitamin C serum. Now, another thing that honestly it's more like I'm not doing, and I'm like not doing things that I don't want to do anymore. And I think that this really does also make me excited for this season that I'm in right now, like it's spring, moving into summer, because I think life is more exciting and you look forward to your days when you're not telling yourself to do a bunch of things that do not align anymore. And so maybe in your life, like things are feeling like tough, or they're feeling not aligned, or you're not motivated for life. Maybe look at some of the things and reevaluate maybe some of your goals or your habits that you're just forcing yourself to do. I know we have to do certain things that maybe we just aren't interested in, but I don't know, sometimes we outgrow things. And I've been saying this even on my channel, like honestly, I have so much going on right now. I am juggling having a whole new puppy, Theo, which he's in the other room and hopefully he's not eating something, but I think he's fine. I am in a new relationship. Life is getting busy in general. The sun is out longer, so that means I'm active more. I have so many things that I am working towards, and my life is just really full, especially coming out of like some deep grief, that I don't have the capacity to film. And this is like very specific and niche for me, but the capacity to remember to film every single small little detail of my morning routine or my night routine, depending on what I'm talking about in the video. Doesn't mean that I'm never going to do that and have B-roll and things like that, but it is a lot easier sometimes to just like, okay, I'm doing my skincare, let's just chat. And also my gift is yapping. My gift is advice, my gift is motivation, my gift is the mindset, all that kind of stuff. So also it's like just go in alignment with that, but I've just been really craving that. And so I actually feel a lot more motivated to create content when I'm not telling myself to do a certain type of content, because maybe I've outgrown it, or maybe it just doesn't vibe with me, whatever the case is. So I say all that to say, releasing sometimes this grip that you have on things that just don't feel good to you anymore. And I know it can be scary and it can be a risk, but I think when you're constantly forcing things in your life and you're now getting upset, or you just are moody, or not looking forward to it, or you keep pushing things off, like what kind of life is that? You know, you might as well take that risk and change things up. And honestly, life always requires you to change things up anyways. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm gonna go in with my Sahajan serum. I always say this, I don't really know what's in it, but it just makes my skin so glowy. It's almost done, but you know what I'm gonna do? I've been mixing the Drunk Elephant bronzing drops within this serum, and girl, listen. I am very pale right now, but this gives me a little bit of a glow. Everything that I need right now. Also, if we hear Theo in the background, he is in timeout because he did actually get into something, which is fine, but that's just the life. Sometimes we have to go into timeout. Another thing that I'm doing is in the mornings, I'm really going back to listening to affirmations, silent morning routines, journaling, going on Pinterest, just doing honestly what feels good to me instead of just like waking up and going hard in the paint, you know? And again, we have goals. We have things to do, and not everyone can also like have a an hour morning routine where you're scrolling on Pinterest. I don't even spend that much time doing that. But I think to just have a morning routine that is healthy and is making you feel good about yourself, but also is like not rushed and not forced and not aligned, is exciting. It's exciting because I don't feel like, oh, tomorrow I'm just dreading all of the things that I don't want to do in the morning. And also like this summer, like no, like have a good morning routine, okay? Like there's really no rules to this. There really is not. And what really works for me is allowing myself to have flexibility with my morning routines and not forcing myself to have the same one every single day, because it just gets tiring. Like for me to be like, hey, I gotta wake up at like 6 a.m. and I have to eat and then take Theo for a walk and then I gotta go to the gym and do that over and over. Like sometimes that feels really good because I want to go to the gym, I'm hitting goals, I'm feeling good. But then there's a few days out of the week where I'm like, you know what? For one, it's rest day, but for two, like it's okay to have an easy, flowy morning sometimes. Like it's okay. Life is to be enjoyed. And so if you're just constantly not enjoying things in life, then switch it up. Like don't be afraid to let go of shit that does not serve you. Okay, the last thing that I put on my face is Sky and Soul moisturizer. I've been loving this. And they also have like a natural type of sunscreen that I haven't been using yet, but I kind of do want to use. And I think there's like a few other products that I want to use from them, but this has beef tallow in it, which is so good for your skin. And every time I put it on, it just really makes the skin glow, and it is perfect for when I put my makeup on. So let's finish the yapping in my makeup room, or my makeup / studio room, where Theo is going to be a baby, but that's fine. I'll show you him also because he is getting so fucking big. He is really turning into an Italian Greyhound. Ladies and gentlemen, we have baby Theo, not really baby, more like a teenager now. First of all, can we just take in the legs? His legs are literally longer than my legs at this point, but this is an Italian Greyhound for ya. He is really lengthening out. He is still very much so having lots of puppy energy, but he's great. I love him. He's changed my life for the better in so many ways, and pushed me in ways and kept me accountable in ways as well. So back on the topic of enjoying the process, every week I've kind of been setting like micro goals and really focusing on small wins and really building on different habits and slowly just making progress and enjoying that progress. I am wise enough to know that I am not going to change all of my habits into the new habits that I want within a short amount of time. Like whether it's a week or a month or even like 3 months, you know, it takes a while to build up on habits. And I feel like, you know, being somebody who knows a lot of the healthy habits and knows a lot of the things that I want to accomplish, there's a lot of steps within building this dream life, building this version of me who is healthy in every single category and this, that. And I'm just like really about focusing on even that one thing that I did that day, or looking back throughout my week and being like, wow, like I really killed it. I did these 3 things, and you know, next week I'm excited to kill it again, and next week I have this goal that I want to accomplish, or I want to drink more water or go to the gym maybe 1 more time, like things like that. Like I'm really just focusing on building and compounding and 1% better type of energy versus like, first of all, never acknowledging that I've done anything, because that's what I can do. I can get into these cycles of like, it's just week after week, autopilot living. Like I'm hitting a bunch of goals and I'm doing a lot of things, but I'm really not slowing down and acknowledging anything or feeling into anything. I'm kind of like numb to a bunch of things, or I'm not looking forward to anything for the week to come because maybe I haven't like set any little small goals. Or if I am setting goals, it's like so dreadful and not aligned, and then I'm just like watching myself procrastinate them, or I'm doing them but my week feels hard. Like, I'm so not here for my weeks, my days feeling hard. So if I can do anything to make them feel a little bit easy and more expansive, I will. And I think we all should. And I think that there's many pockets and small little things that you can do week after week that will make your life feel easier, regardless of how hard your life is. I mentioned this in my last vlog, how I printed out this like habit tracker, which I can link down below. I just like found a template on Canva, and every week I've just been writing all of the habits that I want to accomplish, right? Like, I feel like we have a lot. Oh, get sleep and movement and walks in the morning, or going to the gym, food before breakfast, whatever, all your supplements, even when it comes to work, like short form content for me, working on my journal line. Like, there's so many things, and I like to write them all down, and I just like to track and see like how much of those things am I accomplishing. But knowing that I'm not going to accomplish all of those things, and it's totally fine. It's just this act of every day showing up and trying to do my best and doing as much as I can. Like, I feel like that really, to me, makes me feel so good, versus looking at this list of habits and being like, I have to get all of these done, and if I don't, then I'm gonna be feeling like I'm a failure. Like, I don't look at this list like that. Like, I just look at like, this is a game. Let's see how many things I can get done today, and I'm going to acknowledge every single thing that I did, and I'm not gonna worry about the things that I didn't do, because why? Like I'm a human being. I'm not gonna get all these things done, and it's fine. But I also do think tracking your progress in some sense can obviously motivate you and keep you on track. Like, I feel like you do need to think about your goals, and you do need to reprogram your mind, and you do need to have certain habits throughout your day to kind of keep you on this version of you that you want to be this summer. Which leads me into the next thing, which is accountability. I think I also said this in last week's episode, but it's just really been helping me. And that is really just talking about the goals that I've accomplished the week prior, and some of the things that I'm focusing on this week to come with somebody who is close to me. Now, right now, that's definitely my relationship, but also I do this a lot with my best friend as well, where, you know, we're just talking about some of the things that we've accomplished, and we've hit some of the goals that we've hit, and what we're looking forward to the most this week. And you know, I understand that not everyone always has those people. Like, there's been majority of my life I didn't have somebody who I was in a relationship with where I was talking about my goals and hitting them and things like that. But you can also do that with yourself. Like, you know, every Sunday taking a moment and being like, okay, like, I accomplished X, Y, and Z, even if it's just one thing a day, or even if it's just one thing a week. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Please just acknowledge it and get excited for the week that is going to come. Also, I didn't even tell you what I'm doing for my makeup, but if you're an OG, then you already know. I'm going with Ilia foundation. Love this foundation. And then I went in with my bronzer, Tower 28. Now we're gonna go into some blush drops. Say Beauty. I love this blush. Now, another thing that I'm challenging myself to do, which I think will allow me to have a good, fun, healthy summer, is pushing myself out of a little bit of laziness, a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of these like old narratives that I have been stuck in a way. And this is what I mean. Like, sometimes when you don't hit those goals, or you haven't been like on your shit, you kind of like go into this autopilot mindset of like, you just can't, like, everything's too hard, you can't do it, whatever. And I like to just call myself out throughout the week and see how I'm getting in my own way with some of the stories that I'm telling myself. Usually I'm telling myself things are going to be way harder than they are, or they're going to take way longer than they actually do, or I'm telling myself stories to protect myself and keep myself in this ball of anxiety that I don't actually need. And the way that I'm going to not have anxiety about certain things, or not be nervous about certain things, or not be like whatever it is about certain things, is this exposure to the thing and actually pushing myself. And I honestly, like, listen, let's just go into a quick story about Theo. So I've always heard that some dogs have anxiety and some dogs are just like scared, and because of their owners in a way, you know? And I've seen this too. Like, some owners really have a lot of anxiety. They don't bring their dogs out a lot, or they're stressed, or their home environment is stressed, and the dog is kind of the same way. Like, the dog definitely picks up things the same way a kid would, right? And when I heard that, I was like, my dog's not gonna be like that. Like, my dog is going to be like, I'm gonna be the best dog mom and this, that. And not to say that I don't think that I am, because I think that I'm doing a great job, but I can see when my own fears are getting in the way of not even just me, but my own dog. And so, for instance, like right now, he is, I was not even gonna say learning how to walk, because he knows how to walk. He knows how to walk. But I just mean, you know, when you're walking a new dog who's never been on a leash, they'll like keep going in front of you. They get overstimulated, they might stop, they're not used to peeing and pooing outside, things like that. You have to like train this damn dog. Now, I live downtown Toronto, so it is very chaotic. It's busy, lots of people, lots of sound, lots of noises. And there's spots where there's not so many noises and not so many sound. And so of course I bring him to the areas where there's less sound, so it's not so overstimulating. But recently, because he's been getting so good at walking, like I'm really trying to get him out as much as possible every day, like a few times a day. And there was one time around like 5 p.m. where I was thinking like it's his perfect time to bring him out because I don't know, I think I just finished eating and he had some energy that I wanted to just like bring him out for, and it was really sunny and beautiful. But in my head I was like, oh, it's rush hour, right? And everyone's getting off of work, so it's gonna be so overstimulating, so I don't really know. And I was like talking myself out of it and all this, but I sat there and I reflected and I'm like, it's really just me being uncomfortable. Like, yes, he might be a little bit overstimulated, but I know enough that he would be fine. Like, I'm not gonna put him in danger, of course. But it was more me using that as an excuse to not go out in public with a bunch of people and just the uncomfortability of growth, because right now we are growing. We are training him to do something, and it takes a lot more effort than to just walk your dog that you've been walking for 5 years. I was thinking like, he's never going to be good at walking in the city. And what I mean in the city is like, really, it's not like in the core downtown. I don't live in the core downtown, so it's fine. But he's never gonna get good and more acclimated to these things if I don't bring him out in small bursts and actually get him comfortable with this stuff. And my uncomfortability and my little bit of an anxiousness was going to be a detriment to him. And I wasn't really gonna keep him inside, but like I was considering walking him at a different time or like pushing things off, but I didn't need to. I really didn't need to. And I think that our minds do these things. It's like, I don't feel ready. Even when it comes to the gym, I don't feel ready. I'm not like up for it, or no, like I'll just do it later when it's at this perfect time and this, that. And honestly, there's really no perfect time. And so what I am trying to do week after week is see how I get in my own way in small little ways. And we do that a lot all throughout the week, all throughout the month, all throughout the year. And we're not going to be perfect with everything, but I just try and see a few things and I nudge myself a little bit more out of that comfort zone, just like a little bit. It's not too much, it's not too quick, it's not too fast. And I just know like those small things really prime your nervous system to be able to handle more and to take on life more. And the more times I do this, like pushing myself and bring him out for a walk, even on the busiest times, and this is what I was telling myself, the more that I do that, the easier it's going to feel the next day when I need to bring them out around that time. But that does require a lot of self-talk as well. I feel like sometimes we struggle with trying to change habits and doing the right thing, but we don't have that good inner dialogue, and we don't have that reminder of like, okay, yes, it's hard, but I can do it. And realistically, if I want this to be a habit, if I want to hit this goal, I'm gonna have to start messy. I'm gonna have to be uncomfortable first at the beginning. But once I do it, girl, it's gonna feel so much easier every single time beyond that. So that has been huge for me too. And I think that that really does change so much in your life, right? Because as soon as you take action and you get out of your comfort zone, there's so much that can happen and open up for you by simply putting yourself in a new place or pushing yourself to do one new thing a week. And sometimes I think we feel stuck and we feel not motivated for life and this, that, and that's because we're doing the same thing. We're not pushing ourselves, or we're doing things that are no longer aligned to us. And that can be true with staying in your comfort zone. Sometimes staying in your comfort zone does really benefit you until it doesn't, okay? So maybe you being in your comfort zone right now is just no longer aligned. Next, I'm going to just take a little bit of foundation and put it above, well, not above, underneath my eyebrows, and I just like make it look really clean. You probably won't even really be able to notice, but that's what I like to do. And I also just went in with Eco Styler gel and I put it on my eyebrows, which I am on the lookout for a new eyebrow gel. Some of you guys had mentioned a few that you like, but I just haven't had a second to go to Sephora and grab some, but I will be on the lookout for that. Now, of course, other things that make me excited for summer are definitely having plans. And for me, like, I'm really all about not working hard, like super hard, but like working on things and building, enjoying the process throughout the week, and then having something to look forward to on the weekend, and really taking rest seriously and really taking a break and not being so much in this fight or flight, like go, go, go energy and work, and think. Like, let's just not. And so having plans and even having certain things to look forward to this summer is very exciting, and I think we all should do that no matter where we're at in our lives. Even if it's just simply like, oh, you're spending one night in watching your favorite TV show, or you're gonna go on a Saturday morning hot girl walk, which guys, I am so back on my hot girl walks. I'm so excited that it's so nice out, because I can go on so many walks and I can listen to my affirmations, I can listen to good music that gets me in a good mood. We're getting lots of sun, which is always going to boost your mood. And I'm definitely itching to make a new mood board, like a summer mood board. So maybe we can do a video on that. Like, I mean, I know I have videos for sure already. So let me know if you'd be interested in that, because I love talking about mood boards. I make them all the time, every single season, and I love sharing them on the internet with you guys and preparing and becoming this new version of us. Let me quickly do my eyelashes and then I will come back, because I cannot do this as I'm talking. And we are done our eyelashes. I just used this Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara. I love the Lash Sensational. That is hard to say, but I do love this one. And I just took out my head towel, and the curls are popping. I don't know if you can really see them and how defined they are, but girl, they are defined. But anyways, what I was thinking about is this. A really good indicator of you being healthy is also you being happy, right? And I think a lot of us, we focus on all of those practical habits and things to do to get us healthy. And of course they all matter. But what also matters is your mindset and your mental health. And are you excited about life? Are you looking forward to things? Are you slowing down in this present moment and enjoying it, enjoying the sun when it comes out and being like, you know what? I want to go on my balcony, or I want to go outside. I want to go journal for 5 minutes outside. I want to follow what feels good. Those are the things that are so important. Those are the things that keep you healthy and keep you excited about life. And you're allowed to feel like that, and you're allowed to create a life that is like that. And I think sometimes we get caught up in the hustle and bustle and the grind. And I know everyone's life is different, and there's gonna be seasons where you are having to work and this, that, but I think about the busiest seasons of my life, and I still found pockets of time where I was focusing on gratitude. I was slowing things down. I was having quiet mornings. I was listening to affirmations. I was going out in the sun and really just basking in it for even like 5 minutes, whatever it was. I was doing my best to stay focused on having a positive mindset, a good mindset, doing things that really lit me up. I followed my creativity. I just did things that aligned, because what are we doing if we're not doing that, honestly? And I think when you allow yourself a little bit more freedom to just be happy for once and do those habits that really support your happiness, I think that you will go a long way. You'll go a long way with progress and your habits and your motivation of getting up and actually doing the things that are good for you. Go a long way when it comes to healing your body and even your mind, of course. You'll go a long way when it comes to bringing in opportunities, people, places, and things when you are aligned and when you are happy. God, the universe, whatever you believe in, it's responding. It's responding to you and your energy and the way that you're gonna show up. So if you are dreaming about a life or dreaming about a version of you that you don't have yet, you don't whatever, become that now. Do that now through gratitude. Do that now through enjoying the process and being here now. And realistically, that's all we have anyways, is right now, okay? The past is the past. The future, who really knows? Let's not spend so much time trying to control the future. Let things pan out. And the more you're happy and the more you're okay with the present moment right now, and you're filling up your cup and you're enjoying those small moments of life, your future is gonna be great. Like, honestly, your future is gonna be great, even in the hardest times. And you guys know I've been through many hard times, and things are unfolding in the most beautiful way, more than I could have even imagined and more than I even expected right now. Like, I know the way my life is gonna turn out is gonna be beautiful and amazing and successful and all of these things, but sometimes they happen quicker than you even expected. So anyways, with that said, I think that's it. I am going to now go record my podcast episode. I might go for a little walk first, but I'm gonna do that because I feel like doing that. We're gonna be talking about I don't know if it's gonna be 5, but it's gonna be a few gentle reminders for those who are on their mind and body healing journey. So definitely make sure to go subscribe to that channel if you haven't already, because that will come out on Sunday. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.